Welcome to the next video of the series Understanding Pointers in C. In this video, we are going to discuss a concept called as call by value, calling a function by value. In C programming, one function calls other function. While calling, the function passes some arguments, some parameters. So let us discuss this concept, call by value. So here is our, let's first understand the problem statement. Let's say we have two variables a and b. A is holding value of 10 and b is holding 20. What we want to do, we want to swap the value of a and b by using a function. Right? So after I call this function to swap this value, I expect a to be 20 and b to be 10. I want to swap this. Right? I want to swap these values. For this task, I'll be using a function. I'll be calling a function called as swap. So let's say we have this main function where I'm declaring a variable a like this. So once the compiler executes this statement, memory will be reserved for storing an integer value. So 4 bytes of memory will be reserved. Right? I'm storing only the first bytes address here, though there are 4 bytes and they have addresses, but I'm showing only the first bytes address. So that is 1000, let's say. So and the 10 will be stored here, value 10 will be stored here, right? And then with this b will be declared, variable b will be declared. So and 20 will be stored there, right? And then after this, what I'll do, I want to swap values of a and b. For that, I could have done it here, but let's say I want to do this task by using function. So let's call a function called as swap. So this swap, to this swap, I'll say take this a and b and change the value of a and b, interchange the value of a and b, swap the value of a and b. So I have a dialog with this swap function. It's like this. I'm calling swap function by saying, hey swap, take this a and b and just exchange the value of a and b, swap the values of a and b. So while calling, what I'm doing, I'm passing value of a and value of b. This is value of a, right? So value of a is 10 and value of b is 20. So a is passed and b is passed. So let's see swap now. So here we have swap, right? When we execute this call, a value of a will be passed to x, right? And value of b will be passed to y, right? That means this 10 will be passed to x. So this is x, which is declared in swap. This is x and y is here. So in fact, what happens in memory, this 10 will be sent to x, 10 will be copied in x, and this 20 will be copied in y. That's what happens with this call, right? Now after this, let's execute this swap. Now we have our control, program control. We will go to swap and it will execute swap, and then we'll come back and execute this remaining two statements. So now we are in swap, we are executing swap. With this already, this has happened, the value of a copied in x, value of b copied in y. So let's execute this. So to swap two variables, we are going to use a temporary variable, third variable. This is a third variable of integer type. So we declared temp here. This is temp on some memory location 9000. So remember, all these are integer variables we are using here, and every variable will have 4 bytes, but we are just showing the address of first byte here also, here also, here also, here also, here also, right? So now we have temp here. Now what will I do? I want to swap 10 and 20. So what will I do? I'll copy the value of x in temp, right? So by saying temp is equal to x, so value of x is 10, which will come here, right? Which will come here. So x is copied in temp. Now I'll copy the value of y in x, right? That's what I want now. I want x to contain 20 and y to contain 10, but I cannot directly say x is equal to y. I cannot directly say x is equal to y. What will happen with this? The 20, that's what the mistake student tend to do usually. What they do, rather than using the third variable, they will simply say x is equal to y and y is equal to x, y is equal to x. So what will happen with this? So if this is x, which is 10, y is 20, So when I execute this statement, x becomes 20, right? And then when I execute this statement, y is equal to x. Now what is x? X is 20 now. 10 is overwritten, right? X is 20. So 20 is assigned to y. So y again will have 20. So both will have 20, 20. So that's not the correct way. So what, rather than this, what we'll do, we have x here. Let me clear this so that I can, right? So this is 10, this is 20. So what will I do? I will use this temporary variable as I use here, t, let's say. So first I will copy this 10 here, so that I will not lose this, as I lost this 10 in previous cases. That was overwritten by 20. So now when I copy this 10 here, I have saved this 10 in safe place. Then now I will copy this 20 here, right? Now what I did here, t is equal to x. So 10 came here, right? And then I copied this x is equal to y. So x will now get y, which is 20, right? And then now I want y to hold 10, but if I say y is equal to x, I'll get 20 back. But now I want 10, and 10 is safely stored in this t. So I will get this t here by saying y is equal to t. So I'll get t here, 10 here. So now x contains 20, y contains 10. That's what I wanted. Same logic used here, right? We should not use this logic, right, which student make. There's a common mistake student make. So temp is equal to x. So 10 here, x is equal to y. So y is holding 20, y is holding 20. So 20 will be copied in x. Right. Let me use another color. So 20, right? And then y is equal to temp. What is temp? Temp is 10. So 10. So value of x and y are now exchanged. X is holding 20, y is holding 10. This is not little bit clear. Let me make it little bit clear. So this is 20 now, right? 20 and 10. So we swapped the value of x and y. But if you see what we did, we wanted to swap a and b, right? But a is still 10, b is still 20. After executing this, seeing this bracket, the program control will get back to this main. Will come back to this main and will start executing this. And when I print this, the value of a will be still 10. This will print 10. This will print 20, because a and b are not changed. A and b are unchanged, right? We swapped two variables, but we swapped x and y, right? We did not swap the original variables. The original variables are a and b. We wanted to swap them, but we swapped x and y. So why this happened? This happened because we created the copies of a and b. Copy of a was x, copy of b was y. It's like Xerox copy of a and b. So what we did, we made changes to the Xerox copies. We made changes to the Xerox copies, but the original is intact. Original is not changed. And this is because we pass the variables by value. We pass these values and we created the copies here, right? So this is the drawback of call by value. We are not able to change the original variables when we do call by value. So in order to make changes to the original, we have to pass the references. Now what we gave to swap? We gave to swap the value of a and b, right? And that created the Xerox copies and made changes to the Xerox copies, right? So C is by default call by value. That means whenever you call a function in C, by default the values of the variables will be passed. So we'll see how to solve this problem by using call by reference. We'll see in the next video. So stay tuned. Thank you.